Hey guys, and welcome back to another YouTube Live. I'm Michelle.
And I'm Hector. And to start off this week's announcements, we want to remind you guys that next week is our final week before spring break. We will be taking a week off starting March 26th and we'll be returning April 5th. During this time, please work on any makeup work for those who are falling behind. You guys know who you are, because sooner than you guys know, this semester will come to an end and we are hoping to end strong. But here is Ms. Madrano to talk about attendance.
Hi, everyone. Good morning. I'm really glad to see you guys in this virtual space. I want to just say that attendance and school engagement is so important right now. We do have spring break and we do have Cesar Chavez Day off on March 26th, which is a Friday. So students, make sure that you are attending all your classes. It's so important that you go ahead and not only just log in, but you are engaged. Attendance is different and separate from your grade. However, the more you are attending and zooming into your live classes, the more instruction time you will be receiving. So for the 125th day of school, we had a raffle giveaway and I had 21 students participate. So I'm going to go ahead and name them one by one. So good luck to all of you. And we will be doing a raffle giveaway right now, which is a $25 gift card. And I'll contact you to figure out what store you have a preference to, and I'll go ahead and get you that gift card, okay? So Adrian Vital, Alexander Marticorena, Anthony Barrios, Axel Carrillo, Brandon Homa, Brittany Mejia, Destiny Hernandez, Edwin Duque, Jessica Duran Rodriguez, Jesus Mora, Jillian Martinez, Jocelyn Rodriguez, Joshua Rojo, Josué Melendez, Leslie Cano, Lisbeth Calleja, Magdalena Pineda, Mia Hernandez, Millie Homa, Samantha Mesa, and Stephanie Basillo. So good luck, and if we can go ahead and run the Wheel of Fortune, and let's see who's the lucky winner. The wheel is spinning right now, so let's see. Lucky winner is Destiny Hernandez. Good luck. Thank you so much. You're the winner. And so I will be contacting you directly to figure out what gift card you would like. And congratulations, everyone. So continue to do well with your attendance and make sure that you are engaged and participating and ready to learn every single day. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Madrano. Just a reminder, there will be a Palau night this Thursday, March 24th at 5 p.m. If your parents and guardians would like to speak to your teachers, please join in that event. The Zoom link will be provided in the Green Design website and Schoology whole school group.
And also during our spring break, for those who will be returning for sports, your physical is due before spring break so that you could be cleared during spring break. This goes for everyone who will be participating in baseball, softball, and any secondary season sports. For any questions, please contact Ms. Conti, our sports director, through Schoology.
And now we would like to welcome our other guest, Ms. Diop, who is back on from maternity leave. Hello, Ms. Diop. We missed you. How is everything going?
Hi, thank you guys for having me on. Everything is fine. Definitely missed you guys when I was off on maternity leave. Glad to be back and getting back to work. So like you said, I am back from maternity leave. So if you guys want to talk to me, go ahead and reach out to me through Schoology, same protocol. You can be referred, self-referred, or through a teacher. And if you just need any mental health resources, I mean, I know we're still in the pandemic and I know you guys are still social distancing. That can be hard. So go ahead and reach out to me. Through Schoology or through email.
Quick question. How's your new baby girl?
Oh, the baby boy. And he's held, yes, I know, he looks like a girl. Don't No, super cute, super chunky. He's asleep right now. I wish I could show him to you guys. Maybe next YouTube Live, you guys can have me on. But yeah, he was born 8 pounds, very big, and his name is Idris, and he's doing fine. He sleeps through the night, so I'm getting rest. Thank you for asking.
Thank you. Now on to Hector.
Thank you, Ms. Dia. Congratulations on your baby. Babies are always a blessing, and hopefully this will all be over soon, so you can enjoy our regular life. But we have an announcement from Ms. Camarillo about jobs and other job opportunities. She posted a link on Schoology, so go look at her announcement. If you have any questions, please contact her. But now for our club announcements. The East Asia Origin Club meets every Tuesday during lunch. If you're interested about learning about the East Asian culture and history, feel free to contact Ms. Kwong for more information. Also, the Intersexual Environmentalism Club meets every Tuesday and Thursdays at 2:30 p.m. If you're interested in sustainability, climate change, feminism, social justice, activism, gardening, please contact Reina for more information. Finally, the Outdoor Club meets every Friday at 3 p.m. Contact Mr. Velasquez for more information. Now we have Dr. Lopekis for some more information. The chat box will be open during this time. Remember to be respectful and don't cut us. I know you guys are like trolling. Don't do that. But here's Dr. Lopekis with some breaking news.
Yeah, it's continual breaking news. The district is looking at reopening schools for a small contingent of students who would return in the last week of April. Now, I have gotten reports from counselors and or teachers that say that their students said, we're coming back. I haven't seen those surveys. Your parents have to fill out the survey, and they have to go to the website at greendesigndr.org and go into the reopening survey. Once there, you can change the language to Spanish, but it needs to be filled out. We need to know who intends to come back and who needs to stay home. Currently, we have 37 students who have committed to the hybrid model. And particularly one group of students was told to me that they were going to be here, and only one of 21 students are on that list to come back. So I'm imploring the advisory teachers to make this announcement, to share the link. I'm imploring students to get that link, open it, and fill it out and get it done, okay? But the reopening, I want to describe it a little bit for you because I don't want to downplay it. I think some people are excited about coming back. Others are saying, we've been out this long, let's just stay out till June. Here's how it's going to look when you come to school, if you come to school. You'll have time to eat breakfast in a very secure place with nobody really around you. 6-foot distancing outdoors. You would then be collected by your cohort, which is your advisory class. And at 9 o'clock, that's from 8:30 to 9 is the eating. At 9 o'clock, you'd be shuttled into your advisory class, one advisory class at a time. No large groups moving, no intermingling of groups. You would socialize, you can socialize, but only with those few kids that are in your advisory group. There's no cross-contamination. You don't walk to another room, you don't walk to another office, you don't just get up and move about. The teacher in your advisory group is your advisory teacher, but they won't be teaching you except during advisory class, which is just before lunch. That's the only time you'll get direct instruction in person during the day. The rest of it will be just like you're doing now. You'll have the headsets on, you'll be looking at a Zoom, and you'll be doing it in class that way. So you might have 4, 5, up to 10 people in your advisory class, many of whom are in different classes at the same time, all with headsets on, all with a little microphone, and taking care of their family, okay? Family, taking care of their business, excuse me. One of the things that you have to know is that, yes, if you come back to school, we have the meal program, and everybody's eligible for the meal program. 2, you have an advantage of real good Wi-Fi. We have better Wi-Fi at our school than I know these hotspots are giving to you right now. 3, you'll have limited chance for socialization. And the 4th thing would be if you need to speak to an adult, those adults that are back, and I'm not sure all the adults are coming back yet. I know that the teachers union wants the teachers to be back if they can, and we're looking at all our staff to be back as well, but that would be by appointment and it would be one-on-one. You wouldn't just walk from one room to another. It would be an escort service that happens that way. So everybody moves around. Oh, and 100% of the time, you're in a mask. 100% of the time, you're masked up, unless you're absolutely alone or you're outside eating, okay? So I do want to point that out. That'd be different from distance learning, that when you're in the classroom, distance learning, as opposed to being at home, distance learning, you have a mask on. For the distance learners, your day would start at 8:30. You would have your advisor at 8:30. You'd have a half an hour between that. So Michelle, you can go back to bed. You'd have a half an hour between that. And then at 9:30, you would start your first period class or second period class. 70 minutes later, the same schedule we have, you'd start your third period class or your fourth period class. You would have a longer break for the advisory that would be held on site and your lunch. And then after lunch, you would have your fifth or your sixth period class, depending on the day of the week. Your day would end at 2:30. The in-person kids, your day would end at 2:30 as well. Teachers would be here an hour longer. Okay? I just wanted to share that with you. I also want to point out that our achievement is down. Moving on, our achievement is down. Last semester at the end, we had 237 students on the honor roll, almost 40%. At the 10-week mark, we're just shy of 200. We have 199 students. Now, you might say, well, 38 students one way or the other is not a lot. In a small survey size, 38 students represents about 7 percentage points change. I'm going to say to all the seniors, we don't have a lot of extra time. We actually don't have extra time if you want to participate in what we're hoping to be some form of hybrid graduation ceremony. We're still waiting to hear from the district on what hybrid graduation means. It may mean that the seniors can be in person, but we have to film it and show it as a live broadcast like this for your family and friends. We might not be able to bring people like that on campus. I'll give you an example. Hector knows that because he's going to be playing baseball, that there's not going to be any fans in the stands during baseball. There'll be one administrator to make sure if anybody gets hurt, we get an ambo out there to pick them up and take them away. Other than that, that's what it's going to be. So you have to understand that there's going to be restrictions, but we're going to try to give you some semblance of normalcy for graduation. So that's basically what I wanted to talk about. Now, the survey that I did mention earlier is still open to today. The district might extend it, but please try to get that in today. Go home. You can find your student ID number, I believe, in your Schoology account. So when it's asked for that, and you have to put the stuff in accurately, or it will kick back on you. I had one student had a hard time because I think they didn't put something in accurately, and when they finally did, it went through. So please go ahead and do that for us. I mean, look, even if you say you're not coming back, we know that. Oh, and by the way, if you don't do the survey, you're automatically not coming back for in-person. And if you want to come back for in-person at this point, you'd have to wait for 2 weeks after we begin to actually come back, because it's going to be changing in 2-week cycles, okay? I look like on the clock I'm actually early, but maybe they got me in earlier. So I appreciate it. You all have a great weekend. You can write directly to me at WLUPEJKI@LUSD.net. I'll answer more questions. All right. Question from a student.
Yes. There's a question.
Yes, and I did answer it. The students have to put their ID number in the survey because that's what identifies the student. Your ID number is 6 digits followed by an M or an F if you're old school, or an X if you're new to the district, and then 3 digits thereafter. And it should be found in your email, in your Schoology. And what I'll have Mr. Chavez do, we pushed it out in emails last week. Miss West gave us a list and we pushed it out to every student. So check your email last week because we did send it to every student last week as well. Okay. Yeah. Thank you, Mr. Ramos. He's in my ear. I feel like one of those really cool guys on the news, except I don't look half like them, because they're not as round as I am. We have the Student of the Year, and the video submissions are due on Wednesday of next week. All students who are part of it have been invited to a Google Classroom. Mr. Ramos, in my ear, tell me, how are they going to submit into Google Classroom that assignment? Are you going to set up something for them? Okay, so Mr. Ramos is going to create an assignment portal for you to submit your videos to the Google Classroom. And what's that Google Classroom called, Mr. Ramos? It's called something, Spring 2021 Student of the Year. Check your email for that. You are invited. You go back in, and that's where you're going to submit your videos, okay? We're looking forward to seeing them. The whole team is. Okay, thank you very much. Anything else in my ear that I need to announce from my end? Bye. Have a great weekend, everybody. Keep studying hard.
Bye. Thank you, Dr. Lupequez. And now for our 2 quotes and fun fact of the week.
If people are doubting how far you can go as far as you can that you can't hear them anymore. Michelle Ruiz.
There are no limits to what you can accomplish except the limits you place on your own thinking. Brian Therese.
Did you know that February 28th, 1909 marked the first Women's History Day in New York City? It was the 1 year anniversary at the garment workers strike when 15,000 people marched through lower Manhattan.
Lastly, don't forget to follow us on Instagram, check Schoology, and our whole school website for any new updates. To keep cases of COVID low, please remember to avoid large gatherings, stay 6 feet away from people, and always wash your hands for at least 10 seconds frequently. We will not have YouTube Live next week due to Cesar Chavez Day. However, ending our episode, always remember the 3 R's.
Be respectful to everyone
Be responsible for your actions.
and be ready to learn. Thank you guys for watching.
Bye.